that was like the hardest part of like my entire life.
Really? Wow.
To like convince my parents that music, there was like something in music. Like there's, you know, just like give me a chance type of thing.
Looking back.
Whoa, someone crashed. Yo, someone crashed, look.
Oh, what?
Yeah, someone got T-boned. Look.
What is that even? Oh, wow.
Look, show them the camera. Look, show them. Yo, this happened with Quicks last time. What the fuck? Look, two.
Oh, yeah.
Someone like missed the stop sign. Whoa. Are they okay? Come on, let's go check on them. So then like all our friends in like my living room were like, yeah, well, you guys are Mexican, like the cartels.
The cartels.
Whoa, shit. I'm like,
okay, you're getting
and like
there.
the hippie stoner chick in the back is like, no, like the good kind, like music, like boombox, yeah.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel. I'm here with Americo.
Hey, how's it going?
This is a super requested interview.
Oh, really?
Everyone wants to see you. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So you were born in Texas, right? It's called Laredo or something?
Laredo, Texas, yeah. It's just a border town in Texas. And yeah, I grew up there until I was like 10 or 11.
Oh.
And then I moved to Mexico.
Yeah.
My whole family's from Mexico.
What made your parents actually go to Texas in the first place, like way early on?
Business, you know, they were brought in, you know, to the U.S. because of business. Their work just expanded over to the U.S. And I happened to be born in Texas.
Yeah.
I guess I got lucky, you know.
Yeah. What kind of business was it?
Trucking. They have trucking business.
Oh, it's like a family business.
It's a family
Does your mom
business.
also work?
My mom works there. My dad.
Wow.
My brother's involved. Yeah, it's a little family business.
Yeah. And like earlier on, your mom was more listening to like the classical stuff, right?
Yeah, my mom, like, she told me she bought one of those like big headphones that you put on your stomach when you're pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She did that?
Yeah, she did that. But I don't think that was. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Did that work? Do you think that helped?
I mean, you're a musician now, so something probably.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
What kind of music were your like friends listening to back then?
Well, I was in a punk band.
Yeah, you were in that for like doing
Yeah.
guitar for like 5 years, right?
I was doing mostly drums. I was drums for 7 years. Played guitar, bass, a little bit of everything. I played the viola in school.
Oh, also like piano, right?
Piano too, yeah.
Yeah.
I got in piano classes when I was a little kid. I didn't learn much, but it helped out, I guess.
Yeah. Do you remember the first CD that you bought back then?
The first CD?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It's one of those like Now 5 or like Now.
Oh, like the hit songs.
Yeah.
The compilations.
The compilations.
Yeah.
And then I got I think it was like it was like I think it was like a Creed CD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like a Creed CD or like early Blink-182 CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think you even got into like the rock or band phase initially?
Just school, like public middle school. Like everyone was just so like metal. I don't know, just like punk, just screamo and so I didn't go full hardcore, but I did just stay in a little
with like Glitch Mob and stuff, right?
Yeah, the Glitch Mob was like one of the first people I listened to like electronic music. But like Passion Pit was like was a band who like got me into like electronic music.
Yeah.
It had like the right like crossover, like the perfect balance of like electronic and like rock. Yeah.
How would you describe yourself back then growing up?
How would I describe myself back then? I don't know. I just like to like lay low and kind of like do my own thing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of trends that I could never like keep up with. So I don't know. I just like I wasn't the coolest kid in school, but I was having fun.
Yeah. What are your parents' personality like? Are you similar to them?
I'm just like my dad, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad's a huge perfectionist. And I think I got that from him. Just like everything has to be like my way and it has to be perfect. And Yeah, it's either that or it's not happening. Yeah. But yeah, and
you didn't like school though.
I know. Well, school didn't like me.
Really? Why?
Well, I wasn't that good at school. I was there on time.
Yeah.
I was well behaved. You know, I listened to my instructors, and I was there on time. But I just flunked all my classes all the time.
You didn't care, or you like?
No, I just wasn't smart enough.
But did your parents push you?
Yeah, really hard.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom was like, what the hell is going on? Like, and my mom would like put me in this like math classes, and like, you know, I had like after school tutoring, and I was just like, nothing would like stick to my head. It was just like, I don't know. I wasn't that good at school, but I tried hard. I tried my best, I promise.
Yeah.
I really tried so hard.
Did you like the music classes though?
The music classes, yes.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a lot of like music stuff in Texas.
Yeah.
Not even in Mexico. It was all like outside of school, kind of like with friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some music classes that, you know, that's the only thing I would pass.
Yeah.
Like PE. I think everyone passes like like those like easy ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got bounced around from school to school. Yeah, and you know, I wish I was a better student or something, but I don't know.
And then your dad kind of wanted you to join the family business, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, hardcore. Well, look, it was like, that was like the hardest part of like my entire life.
Really? Wow.
To like convince my parents that music, there was like something in music. Like there's, you know, just like give me a chance type of thing. Cause like my family, like being super, super Mexican, and like music is not a real job. And you know, 9 to 5, and you must work hard.
Yeah.
And you must go to school to be successful and work. Like that's like literally like that's it. For me, like making music like after school or like at night, you know, my mom would walk into the room. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, you're supposed to be like going to bed. You have to wake up early. It's like, nah, just wait. Like I'm onto something. Like let me figure something out. And it was just like, I don't know. I want to thank my mom like a lot, because she was like the first one to like realize like, okay, Americo flunks school all the time. He's always working on music till really, really late, and he like spends a lot of time. There's got to be something. So
yeah,
my mom kind of like talked my dad down, like just give him a shot, you know, 1 semester in music school.
Yeah, I did like audio engineering, right?
I did, yes, in Minneapolis. So I applied to a few places, and that was the first one they like accepted me.
You were doing it in Mexico first, right before you moved out to like McNally Smith.
Yeah, I was working on just music, like in Mexico. You know, like I was playing in bands, and then like all my bandmates like were doing grown-up stuff, like going to school, and like one became a doctor. And
oh, so it just kind of like disintegrated.
It disintegrated. So I'm like, shit, I need to make music like by myself.
Yeah.
Like I have to figure it out. So, you know, I couldn't play the guitar that well. So, you know, I discovered like Ableton.
Yeah.
And I just like started making music on my computer.
How did it even like click to you to do music like full time? Because there weren't really people around you. So how do you know it was even plausible?
Well, I didn't know. I had no clue. Like,
yeah, I
didn't know anyone who was like making money off of it or like touring.
Yeah.
You know, it was only like Skrillex and like Aoki and DJ AM.
Yeah.
And like that's it. And I never saw the people, you know, under them, because I was in Mexico.
Oh.
Like the electronic scene was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So
where do you think you got that confidence from then?
I don't know. It was just like the internet.
Yeah.
Like I discovered like, oh, you know, I was like YouTubing all these like, you know, DJs like DJing at these venues, and it's like, whoa, look, there's a scene there. Like there's people that like it there, and there's, you know, so it's just like, I want to thank the internet and my mom.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Looking back.
Whoa, someone crashed. Yo, someone crashed. Look.
Oh, what?
Yeah, someone got T-bone. Look.
What is that even? Oh, wow.
Look, show them the camera. Look, show them. Yo, this happened with Quicks last time. What the fuck? Look, two.
Oh, yeah.
Someone like missed the stop sign. Whoa. Are they okay? Come on, let's go check on them. They got out.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Whoa. That happened to Quicks?
No, well, Quicks and I were walking down the sidewalk, and we were just talking about just like hanging out.
Yeah.
And then car hits another car.
Damn.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
Well, that's fine. It didn't look that bad. But
that sound though.
You heard that? It's so. No, I'm like, yeah, no. Olivia's just trying to park, and I'm like, no. She's like over there.
Oh, she's over there.
Yeah, no. I'm like, okay, we're good. Damn. That's gonna suck for them.
Yeah. I don't
well,
think I've ever
welcome to LA, guys. Everyone just moved to LA. It's great.
Looking back, do you think those courses at McNally Smith really helped you in all the audio engineering stuff?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. I did learn a lot in music school, but I'm gonna tell you this: I learned a lot more on YouTube. Like, you could YouTube anything, like how to make this, and then some 14-year-old like doing it perfectly, like flawlessly.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. So, YouTube is incredible, but you know, music school is great.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of theory.
What made you want to go to music school? Was that your parents kind of wanted you to get a degree?
Nah, that was my idea. I just wanted to buy some time.
Oh.
Just to like, oh yeah, let me do music school. And you know, I was going to music school, and then during the day I was like cranking out beats in my dorm room, like figuring stuff out, how, you know, my SoundCloud account, like all my social media, like having everything ready.
Were you a solo artist before you met George?
Jorge and I were both like solo artists. Jorge started like in the electronic music. He was like DJing in Mexico, like since he was like literally 12. Like he was DJ. Oh shit!
There's so much
stop sign. It's a stop sign. What the hell is going on? Yo, what is up? What's going on? God. But yeah, it's we were talking about, hold up, I remember this. We were talking about music school, about solo, yes. Jorge and I were just doing our own thing, and then we were both like bad students in Mexico. So it was like, yo, let's just like, you know, he was making music, he was like playing the guitar.
Yeah, you met him on Facebook, right?
Yeah, he was always like that dude that, you know, like everyone
Facebook
knew.
Group, or?
No, it was just like a mutual friend that I always see him like just trolling on the internet, just like commenting on like, you know, music stuff, and you know, all my music friends like knew him. So it was like, oh, I think I have to kind of like meet him or something. So I invited a bunch of friends over for a barbecue to my house, and we literally just like talked about music stuff, and Jorge and I just talked like, yeah, I want to do some music school stuff, and I want this, I want that. And I told him, hey, well, I'm going to Minneapolis for music school, like you should probably check it out. Oh, I'll check it out. So I went to Minneapolis for a year, and then Jorge's like, oh, I think I'm gonna, you know, give that school a go. And Jorge's parents just like gave him the opportunity to go. Wow. Jorge's dad is like a genius.
Yeah?
He's like a orchestral like director.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's like music theory, like everything is like purist.
Yeah.
You know, just like the most perfect, like, but yeah, no, Jorge's parents were supportive of him, sent him to Minneapolis, and that's where, you know, we were like, yeah, let's just make music, you know, so we made like a little beat.
Yeah. What about him did you realize that you wanted to start a duo with him, like his personality?
Yeah, no, Jorge's a really unique person. He's fun to be around. He's really talented. Yeah, it just like worked out. We were like the two Mexican kids in Minneapolis, so it kind of like made sense.
Yeah. Did he actually want to join a duo, or like?
Well, what is it? Well, is it chicken right here?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You see so much weird stuff.
Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, it was just like, it was just meant to be, you know.
Yeah. Did you have any fears of being in a duo, like if something didn't work out?
No, it was like, there was like, no fear at all. It was all just friends making beats.
Yeah.
Like it was never planned. It was never supposed to be a duo thing.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, we remixed a song together really, really late. We had a bunch of friends over and we were like, yeah, let's just put it up on SoundCloud. And then we just like had all our friends kind of like think of random names to like upload music, you know, to. Just like, yeah, we need a username because I'm not gonna upload it to mine. Are you gonna upload it to yours? Nah. Let's just like make something like. So then like all our friends in like my living room were like, yeah, well, you guys are Mexican, like the cartels.
The cartels.
Oh, shit. I'm like,
okay, you're getting
and like
there.
the hippie stoner chick in the back is like, no, like the good kind, like music, like boombox, yeah. I was like, oh,
what year was this?
This was like 2012. This was like cold 2012, St. Paul, Minneapolis. Just a bunch of music kids and you know, just hanging out on a Friday night.
Yeah. Were you also doing like paintballing? Like
oh yeah, yes.
Extreme
I
sports?
played paintball twice a week for like 4 years. I think even more. You know, I would go to Orlando to like compete like professionally and.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we were like sponsored. It was a pretty big deal.
Wait, so how old were you back then for when you were doing it?
I was like 16 years old.
Wow, and you like competed and everything.
Yeah, like 15, 16, 17, 18, until I was like 19.
Yeah. Is that when music took over? Is that why you stopped doing it?
No, I stopped doing it because it does take a lot of time, and then you have, you know, I had a team. You know, it was just 10 other dudes that, you know, did the same thing. We all, you know, and then, you know, grown-up stuff. Same with the music thing. Everyone just moved away or grew up, had kids or stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just focused on music, you know. That's right when I moved to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Like right after all that. And in Minneapolis, in like cold Minneapolis, like playing paintball, like, nah, too cold.
Yeah. And then after you graduated, was your dad like more okay with you doing music, or he was still like so-so?
Here's the thing, I didn't graduate.
Oh, okay.
My dad always like tells me like, well, you were in music school and you haven't given me a diploma, or, you know, like.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of music school because Boombox was touring at that time.
Oh.
So it was like either you play a headline show in Seattle and like someone's paying for you to be there, and someone's gonna pay you on top of that, and someone's gonna like, you know, someone's making these flyers for your event, and you know, everyone's gonna be there for you, or take a test.
Yeah.
In school. So it was like, oh, well, I'm in music school because I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, forget the test. I'll just, you know, I want to just make music for everyone else. It just, you know, and it felt right. So.
How did you gain your dad's support then? Or is he still like
well,
so-so?
Look, it was hard. It was really, really tough. My dad, honestly, like, till like a year, like till, you know, a year ago, he thought I was playing like quinceañeras, you know, like, yeah, and then obviously I met Olivia, you know, like 2 years ago, and then Olivia, like, you know, we started traveling together, and my dad started seeing photos of what was going on.
The picture proof.
Yeah, and then I had my business address. I made an LLC to my parents' house.
Oh.
So my dad was like getting royalty checks, like my personal royalty checks, and he was just like, like.
Not bad.
And then and then Insomniac was like sending him stuff to the house, and so I had to like my business was my parents' house. So my dad's like, oh, okay, I see what you guys are up to. Like, oh, there we go. So it's like little by little. You know, I invited him to one of the biggest like festivals ever.
Oh.
He's like, oh wow.
That always seems to help when you invite your parents to shows.
Yeah.
How were you able to gain momentum initially?
Gain momentum in the music industry, just like.
Or even getting your stuff out there.
Because the whole like success is just like little steps.
Yeah.
just a little step is like an accomplishment. So you're like, whoa, we're playing this festival. Like, wow, that just like gets you pumped. And you want to be on another festival.
Yeah.
Or like you put out a song and it's like, wow, it got this amount of plays and the people like it. Well, I want to put out another one that, you know, double the people are gonna like.
But how were you even able to like have people listen to your stuff? Did you like send stuff to blogs like back in the day?
Yeah, it didn't help. No one answered my emails.
But then how did people even start listening?
The fans.
Just from SoundCloud searching, I guess, and digging.
Yeah, the fans are bigger than the labels. The fans are bigger than the blogs. Like, it doesn't matter who play, you know, it doesn't matter like, oh, so-and-so posted a track, you know, this article post. No one cares, you know. If the music's good, it's like, hey friend, check out what I listened to yesterday. What do you know, it's the fans do the work. The fans is just like, you know, I just owe everything to our fans. Literally, like, they blew us up. They you know.
Yeah.
That's it.
How did you start meeting like Matt Deason and everyone?
Well, from Minneapolis, we moved here to LA, and then we like, you know, just being here like next to the industry and being here like close to like other artists too, and just being around the scene, kind of like, you know, word of mouth, and I don't know, things like started like spreading, and oh, you know, Boombox lives in LA, and the manager at the time, you know, kind of knew someone that Matt Decent, and but yeah, it was like Diplo was playing our stuff like when we were still in Minneapolis.
Oh wow.
Like when Jack U was doing their thing, they were playing our stuff. Fun fact, we sent B2U one of our tracks to
No
Ausla.
one wanted it, right?
No one wanted it. They were like, nah, this is like whatever, you know? And we're like, fuck. We were
like,
like,
to so many people.
Matt Decent, Ausla. Nobody wanted it, you know? That's why I say that. It's because I don't believe that. It's the fans, you know? And then all of a sudden, Jack U like is playing it at like Hardfest in front of like thousands of people.
You're just like, oh god.
And I'm like, oh yeah. And then they hit us up. It's like, oh guys, what are you doing with that track? It's like, it's been out for a year, guys. Like, you know. Yup.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like the fans do everything.
Yeah.
Good music will always spread, and you know, just you know, worry about your fans. That's what I worry about the most.
And your like artwork with the like the bones, like the skulls. It was something about like North Mexico, right?
Well, what it is, it's like, you know, we're just two Mexican dudes just making EDM, and it felt right to just represent where we're from. You know, the whole sugar skull.
Yeah.
Kind of like Day of the Dead. It's, you know, just keeping things alive. You know, that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
It made sense, and it just felt so right. It didn't feel like manufactured or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, Boombox Cartel is just like skulls.
Yeah.
Like,
and you also wanted to tell people about like what's going on in like North Mexico at that time, right?
Well, yeah, Jorge's in Monterey right now. He lives in Monterey. But, you know, living in Monterey during like 2008, 2009, it was really bad. It was just like really like violent, and, you know, like gunshots at 9 p.m. Everyone had to be at home by that time. Like, it was just violent, and staying home and working on music was like an escape type of thing. But yeah, no, things got fixed in Mexico. Like, they got way better. Just like the news here just made everything look twice as bad.
Oh.
Like, it was some like horrible, you know, it was bad, but they only focused on the bad stuff instead of like the good people trying to do good things.
Yeah.
There was a lot of positive things too, but obviously the news focuses on the bad stuff. So just kind of just spreading awareness of you
Yeah.
know, how Monterey is, Mexico is.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good stuff there.
And then, actually, I asked the same question to Olivia.
Yeah.
But what about her personality made you fall in love with her?
Oh, she's a nerd. I love her. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't party. I don't like hang out and this and that. You know, I'm a very chill guy. And when I met Olivia, she was so passionate about her work.
Yeah.
Just like making sure her like settings on her camera were perfect.
She was helping me out also.
Yeah.
So sweet.
She was like she was like so focused on like her camera, so focused on like getting a shot. And then I'm over here seeing like other like photographers like dressed out, like trapped out DJs, just trying to be like the coolest kids. And then just like taking a photo with a fisheye and then just throwing a like visco filter and calling it a day.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. And I just like met Olivia. I'm like, whoa, she's actually like coloring her photos. Like she's actually like, so I just went up to her. It's like, what lens is that?
Yeah.
Like, cause I have a camera too. And I just, you know, so I know a little bit of photography. So we kind of just talked about like photography and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just a nerd, and I love that about her.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did it click really early on that you wanted her to do like guitar managing and like do all the pictures for you?
She's like her mind is like so ahead of it. Like I'm talking about like 2 miles ahead of everything.
Wow.
So she's like, her ideas are crazy. Her approach, her like creative approach on everything is just incredible. I was like, yo, like this is amazing. And she like, I don't know, she fell in love with the project too, which like, you know, it just felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah. You guys are so cute. How do you think your music has changed from the early songs you made?
Wow. Well, we've been inspired by like so much, some like different styles of music. We've been inspired by different artists. You know, we started the project when like, I don't know, trap was just being a thing, and then when like dubstep came back in, and then when like house, big room house was like a thing. So we got a little bit of everything, you know. We got inspired by like this and that and this. So we kind of just like blend it all up, you know. Actually, it just feels right.
Yeah. With that, did you ever like feel like, oh, like I'm just following a trend to just like, you know what I mean, and just feel like we just need to follow trends to keep up to date?
It's not, that's not good. That's not a good approach. It's like, it's what you like, you know. If I don't know, you're just listening to something and you just appreciate a style of music, then do it. But if you're just gonna do it for the plays, or just gonna do it because it's trending now, or oh, the hottest song right now sounds like this, so I'm gonna do something like it, no, because then you're gonna be late. By the time you put it out, everyone's gonna be sick of it. So all you have to do is just like listen to music, just like stuff, and then just create what you like. And it's just natural. Like other people are gonna like that because you like it, you know. Don't do it because it's a trend.
Since you guys have been around for like 5 years, have you ever worried about falling off?
Well, for any business, for any like thing, for any community, for any group, you know, anyone could fall off. But it's just like to keep like a rhythm, you know. And it's like just to work hard. If you're in this industry, I hate to say that word, like if you're in this because like, yeah, DJ life, like travel the world, like take pictures here, go here, it's like, it ain't gonna work out. I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you like it because you want to make music, and if you like it because, then you shouldn't worry about anything. Like you won't fall off if you're in it for the right reasons. So just keep doing it.
What would you say have been your biggest challenges so far, like as yourself and then as Boombox?
Biggest challenges? Wow, every day is a challenge. Anything. It could be anything. It's, you know, playing a really good set, mixing a track really well. You know, there's obstacles every day. You know, and you can't just be like, oh, this is easy. No, you have to try your best at all times. So everything's hard. And if it's too easy, something's up. Like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
How would you say you've grown as a person since when you started?
Like personally?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, wow, that's a good question. I don't know, I just, like, I care about, like, what I do. Like, I quality over quantity. You know, like, yeah, I just want to do everything right. You know, I'm always scared of doing something wrong. I'm always like, you know, so now that I grew up, I just feel like I have to be careful with what I do, and I want to make sure I put out the best and the coolest and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I care about, you know, art. I care about it. So, quality over quantity.
Yeah. Last question. What do you want to be remembered for?
Ooh, remembered for, wow. Here's a car crash.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
You want to give me a quick second so she can snap a couple and then you guys are good.
We saw Olivia. You saw it
Wait,
happen
you were
too?
there? Okay, we were coming from that corner.
We saw this car.
I was
across
over
the street.
there.
We saw this car crash. Literally, we were just talking, and it just happened. And I was telling. Remember when we were with Quicks? That's crazy. Okay. Well, back to that. What I want to be remembered for. I don't know. I don't want to be remembered for anything.
Yeah?
No. Like why? Like why remember someone? Just like. I don't know. I want people to enjoy the things that, you know, Jorge and I do. You know, I'm not gonna speak for Jorge, but I just want to, like, make people happy, and I want, if a song makes someone happy, I want them to remember the song. Like, I don't, you know, what? I'm just a random ass dude, you know. Like, why would I be like, I'm not a god or something? No, it's just like anyone else, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. You know, just as long as it makes people happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh my god, got hit by this branch.
You good?
Yeah, I just got like slapped in the head by a branch. Bye,
Amazing.